Because tomorrow has a plan.
Help protect your plans with AARP-endorsed long-term care insurance. Underwritten by Genworth Life Insurance Company. And in New York, Genworth Life Insurance Company of New York. Call now or go online for free information.
Half the fun of photography is just the adventure of getting there. The vibe out here is unbelievable. It just makes you appreciate how beautiful a place the world is. Have a look at it out here. Honestly, it is the most beautiful scene I've ever seen in my life. Really realise how insignificant you are. Life couldn't get any better.
In this box is what I need to control my diabetes, to stay healthy, and get on with my life. It comes from Liberty Medical. And now, it's not only where I get my diabetes testing supplies, but it's where I get my prescription drugs as well. See, if you're on Medicare, the cost of your diabetes testing supplies, as well as your prescription drugs, may be covered. Liberty takes care of all the paperwork with Medicare and sends the prescription forms directly to your doctor for approval. Then on your schedule, packs up this box and sends it right to your door with no charge for shipping.
Liberty assures you have everything you need to manage your diabetes, including most brand name meters. Call now and we'll send you a free meter, plus a free cookbook when you join.
Call Liberty. They can help you live a better life.
Call 1-800-418-2121. Call now.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
Through the storm and beyond. The Weather Channel, the Winter Weather Authority. Now you're local on the 8s.
Well, we will see a storm going up the East Coast. However, at this point, we're not quite sure exactly where it goes. We're going to have to keep your attention to see where that's going to go. We're going to have the forecast in just a couple of seconds. But first, we are going to start off with some of the snowfall that's currently occurring in the Northeast. Winter weather. Yeah, we've got it. We're going lake effect. And why not, right? It is that time of year. Usually early in the winter season is when we see lake effect snow at its highest peak. The lake water's still warm. Cold air masses coming over the warm lake waters. And, yeah, we've got the lake snow. Now, don't worry about your little snowstorm up the East Coast. Going to get there in a second. My job here is to keep you there. So if you hang with me, we'll get to it. But first, it's lake snow. The lake effect snow flying right now through parts of western New York State. And now what I did is, because I love to do this, I kind of took the radar and turned it sideways. We are looking right down Lake Ontario as we speak. And this is the lake snow coming right at us. So there's Watertown, Jefferson, Lewis counties, and even northern parts of Herkimer County are in here too. And that lake band is coming right down the lake, and there are some lake effect snow advisories that cover this area. So you get into Jefferson and Lewis County, lake effect snow advisories up. Could still see another 2, 3, 4 inches of snowfall as we head through the morning hours. So parts of Tug Hill, up in Snowmobile country, could use the snow, and you're going to get a little bit here today, but we should see the lake snow shut down as we head on through the afternoon, as this advisory is in effect until noontime today. So we do have some lake snow around, and there's more in Buffalo too, but no advisories for that. And then here's our storm system we are going to monitor. 2 potential paths. Right now, this one looks like the more favorable case. As you can see, this is the best case scenario and actually the best forecast right now. Worst case scenario would be a low coming closer to the coast. Right now, as I stand right here, today, 4:30 something Eastern time, it looks like moderate impacts at best, as this does look like the most favored track. Models have continued to be trending further and further east. Maybe some snow showers for parts of New England. Up in northern Maine could be a different story. We'll see how close to northern Maine the wind and the accumulating snow gets. But right now, it does look like a miss for New York City, Washington, Philadelphia, all the way down the coast. So it is something we do want to keep our eyes on, but right now it doesn't look like this scenario is going to be the one we're going to look at. There would be severe impacts if this was going to be the case. The low is just going to be too far on off toward the east, and moderate impacts would be expected if, with the next couple of model runs, we see this storm track go further inland. So right now a miss. So it doesn't look like a white Christmas yet for New York City and even Boston, as there's no snow on the ground as we speak. Stay tuned to the weekly planner next hour, and you'll see how that may try to change. All right, the forecast for parts of the Northeast today do include that snow. And let's go to someplace like Syracuse now, where the snowfall so far for the year has actually broken a record for the month of December. Snowiest December on record now, 70.9 inches. That's a lot of snow, and it's only December. And I think they're going to make a run at one of the snowiest months ever. I think they're about 8 or 10 inches off on getting there. And there's a couple of, let's just call them events, coming in over the next few days and toward the end of the month that could actually give them the chance to see more snow. Right now, the snow stays north of Syracuse, the area in white, 3, 4, maybe up to 6 inches in the advisory area. And then also near Buffalo, we've got more accumulating snow, but it does stay south of Syracuse, or north of Syracuse, I should say, as we head on through today. Maybe some flurries and snow showers and cold in the Northeast, even in the big cities. New York 37, Boston 35, D.C. 36. So if you are going to be heading maybe down to Times Square for a little holiday festivity, it does look like you are going to be cold, and not much different here. Yeah, the day changed, but the temperatures really haven't. But it is quiet and cold here through most of the Northeast and New England. Well, some of that cold air reached down toward the south as we went on through the daytime hours this week. I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, we had that icing event in Atlanta, parts of Alabama, Mississippi, where we had a couple of fatalities in some of the accidents and some big problems on the roadways. Now, with high pressure coming in, it's mainly mild air now, with low pressure trying to track on up and off toward the east. Mainly mild air now. But there is some snow flurry activity around Nashville and points to the west. Nothing should accumulate this morning, and then most of this precipitation is going to be in the form of rain in the southeast. Has some pretty decent rain now in 50s coming in through eastern parts of Georgia and the Carolinas. But Nashville, not much of this is reaching the ground. However, a couple of flurries may be around. Don't get too excited about it. We aren't going to see anything in the way of accumulating snow for sure. And then back toward the west is the tail end of the precipitation. Northern parts of Mississippi, maybe a few snowflakes. Other than that, most of this is heading east. It's going to be a pretty nice day here out across parts of the southeast after we see these showers end. All further east, here's Savannah, here's South Carolina. Moisture's in the form of rain. Temperatures plenty mild here to support the rain as we head on through the daytime hours today. But we'll show them in the next block, I believe, or the one coming up at the top of the hour. There is a winter weather advisory in effect for the Raleigh-Durham area tonight, as some of this moisture may produce a little bit of mixed precipitation, changing to snow. So we'll watch that too. Out across North Florida here, rain showers around, damp start to your day, but we should finish up pretty nicely as the front comes through. In Birmingham, still a few showers around for you as we head on through the morning hours, but most of that should be scooting east by the afternoon as the low continues to push east. The weather will improve. Stay tuned.
At Case IH, we know successful farming is about being ready. And right now, we're helping you be ready for next season in a big way at the Case IH Big Red event. Pre-order new 2011 delivered Case IH tractors, combines, and sprayers at some of the biggest savings of the year. You'll find 2010 models priced right too. Like we said, it's big. The Case IH Big Red event going on now.
Case IH and the Weather Channel team up to present the Field Forecast. Tuesday and Thursday mornings only on the Weather Channel. Presented by Case IH. The world of farming is changing. Be ready.
The innovations you love about our front loads are now available in our top loads. Remarkable energy savings, extraordinary capacity. Introducing the no-compromise Kenmore Elite Top Load Washers. Save now at Sears. Fresh.
Feeling fresh enough to last through my parents' cocktail party?
That's where we're going?
Feel fresh up to 5 times longer with Scope Outlast.
Still feeling fresh?
Oh, yeah.
What will you outlast?
It's a rule of nature. You don't decide when vegetables reach the peak of perfection. The vegetables do. At Green Giant, we pick vegetables only when they're perfect, then freeze them fast, so they're as nutritious as fresh.
Green Giant. We try to be perfect. We pretend high heels don't hurt, and that we can handle anything life throws at us. But there are times that we need a moment to remember. We're only human.
That's more than enough.
Your moment, your Dove.
With rheumatoid arthritis, there's the life you live and the life you want to live. Fortunately, there's Imbral, the #1 most doctor-prescribed biologic medicine for RA. Imbral can help relieve pain, stiffness, fatigue, and stop joint damage. Because Imbral suppresses your immune system, it may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, and other cancers, and nervous system and blood disorders have occurred. Before starting Imbral, your doctor should test you for tuberculosis. Ask your doctor if you live or have lived in an area where certain fungal infections are common. Don't start Imbral if you have an infection like the flu. Tell your doctor if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if while on Imbral you experience persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Ask your rheumatologist if Imbral is right for you and help bridge the gap between the life you live and the life you want to live.
Through the storm and beyond. The Weather Channel, the Winter Weather Authority. Now your local on the 8s.